Life on Uranus. A harsh and alien existence. If you lived on Uranus, your life would be drastically different from anything on Earth. The seventh planet from the Sun is an icy gas giant with extreme conditions that would make human survival nearly impossible without advanced technology. From its freezing temperatures to its violent storms and bizarre seasons, Uranus is one of the most inhospitable places in the solar system. Let's explore what life would be like on this distant world. The atmosphere. A toxic haze. One of the biggest challenges of living on Uranus is its atmosphere. Composed mostly of hydrogen, helium, and methane, the air is unbreathable for humans. Methane gives the planet its pale blue-green color, but it also means that there is no oxygen to support life. If you stepped outside without a specialized suit, you would suffocate instantly. The atmosphere is also incredibly thick and dense, leading to intense winds that can reach speeds of 900 kilometers per hour, 560 miles per hour. These violent storms would make even the strongest hurricanes on Earth look weak in comparison. If you were to build a floating city in the upper atmosphere, it would need to be designed to withstand constant turbulence. Gravity and movement. Uranus is about 14.5 times the mass of Earth, but because it is mostly made of gas and ice, its gravity is only slightly stronger than Earth's, about 90% of Earth's gravity. This means you wouldn't feel significantly heavier, and moving around would be fairly normal compared to Earth. However, Uranus has a unique feature: it rotates on its side. While Earth has an axial tilt of 23.5 degrees, Uranus is tilted at an extreme 98 degrees. This means that instead of having a day-night cycle like Earth, Uranus experiences long periods of sunlight followed by equally long periods of darkness. Each season lasts about 21 Earth years, creating extreme environmental conditions. Freezing temperatures. If you thought Antarctica was cold, Uranus takes freezing to another level. With an average temperature of -224 degrees Celsius, -371 degrees Fahrenheit, Uranus is the coldest planet in the solar system. Unlike Jupiter and Saturn, which generate a lot of internal heat, Uranus barely emits any. Scientists aren't sure why, but this lack of heat makes it one of the most frigid places in the solar system. To survive, you would need a heavily insulated suit or a heated shelter to protect you from the extreme cold. Any exposed skin would freeze almost instantly, making unprotected outdoor activity impossible. What would a settlement look like? Since Uranus has no solid surface, you wouldn't be able to build traditional buildings or walk on land. Instead, humans would have to construct floating habitats, much like the concept of cloud cities on Venus. These cities could hover in the upper layers of the atmosphere, where conditions might be slightly more manageable. These floating colonies would need to be self-sufficient, with systems to generate oxygen, regulate temperature, and protect against powerful storms. They would likely rely on nuclear or fusion energy since solar power would be weak at such a great distance from the Sun. The moons. A possible alternative? Uranus has 27 known moons, with the largest ones, Titania, Oberon, Umbriel, Ariel, and Miranda, being the most promising for colonization. These moons have solid surfaces, which means humans could potentially build bases there. However, they are still extremely cold, with no atmosphere to breathe. Life on these moons would require underground habitats, similar to what scientists have proposed for Mars or Europa. One benefit of living on Uranus's moons is the lower gravity, which could make construction easier. However, the lack of atmosphere and high radiation exposure would still be major obstacles. The view from Uranus. Living on Uranus, you would would see a very different sky from what you're used to on Earth. The sun would appear much smaller and dimmer, providing only a faint glow compared to the bright sunlight we experience on Earth. Since Uranus rotates on its side, you might also experience strange sunsets and sunrises, depending on where you are in the atmosphere. The sky would be a hazy blue-green due to the methane in the air, creating an eerie, otherworldly view.